Asante sana.
Karinga usilale, lale lale, karinga usilale, mapambano, bado mapambano.
Asanteni sana.
Solidarity, solidarity, solidarity. Magoha usilale, lale lale, Magoha usilale.
By the Deputy Governor, the County Commissioner, is celebrated annually, globally, our teachers, our pupils, ladies and gentlemen. Solidarity by the United Nations Education, Scientific,
You went back to school to prepare yourselves for the children to come back. As some of our neighbors have lost 2 years, it is precisely because of our teachers that, by the grace of God, if we continue the way we are going to continue, when our Secretary General, we might just have lost nothing. That's if we have already spoken about the 5 exams. 2 of them have been done, 3 left. But what I want to plead with the teaching fraternity, and I already spoke to His Excellency the President, and he said the money will be available on time for those people who are helping us with exams. If everything goes on as planned, the exams will start on 28th of November, and all the results will have been released by 23rd of January, so that we can start a new year normally. That means that I'm going to continue to plead that you give the same support that you have been giving me to the incoming CS. I know that I'm a slave driver, but can you just extend it one more time? I believe after that we shall go back to normal. It will then mean that the elephant we have in the room, that there is Christmas in between. And we want you therefore to complete your marking before Christmas, so that you can go and enjoy Christmas with your families. On behalf of government, I want to assure you that by the time you are going, your money should have been paid. Country. And that's why I say there's a challenge of nationhood, and perhaps as you teach the children in the competency-based curriculum, where I want to thank His Excellency the President, William Samoei Arap Ruto, for having decided that CBC is not going anywhere, and that it is going to be revised and looked into. That is an intellectual talking, because you know as well as I do that there is nothing perfect. Somebody tells you that something is perfect, that person is a fool. If you have a friend who agrees with you all the time, that person is a fool. Because a normal person should be telling you what you don't want to hear. Are we together? Not yes, sir, yes, sir. You should be able to tell even your boss that, Your Excellency, Upper, I think it is like this. So if you have a friend who always says yes, 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 huyo sio mzuri, weka kando. Are we together? In terms of recognizing teachers further, I want to say without any iota of contradiction, government is continuous. And as you know, I am a product of the 2010 Constitution, which said you could also tap on the thoroughbred technocrats like myself. And therefore, I want to state that the government has constructed 10,000 classrooms as per the directive across the country. Perhaps the point you should, the Kenya Kwanza government should take note here is that a sizable number of these classrooms have not been paid for. His Excellency the President has promised to make sure that they are paid, because these classrooms were actually done by his people at the lower ground. He has a name for them. He calls them hustlers.
In this country, to support the formation of the Presidential Working Party. This is a very important task force, and with the support of everybody, every stakeholder, I'm sure the President shall not go wrong with the task force. Teacher Service Commission, the Ministry of Education and other relevant organizations on education, we plead that you quickly but professionally engage stakeholders in the sector to come into the education charter that was released by Kenya Kwanza, which is mainly tailored to re-engineer, re-energize, and put back on track the education agenda entirely. The employment of the 58,000 teachers, as was proposed in the education charter, we pray that the strength of His Excellency, the President of this country, come to fold, and we have these teachers employed so that we ease the understaffing of teachers in this republic. Ladies and gentlemen, we must invest in infrastructure and development in the entire learning system, such as classrooms, libraries, internet connectivity, and power supply to all learning institutions. I want to thank the county MP for standing firm to say matters delocalization. We know that Teacher Service Commission pronounced that delocalization is now an issue of the past. But the structures to make delocalization an issue of the past has not been brought in place. We want to make sure that delocalization really, and in the real sense, becomes an issue of the past, so that teachers are comfortable to deliver to learners in this republic. We want productivity. We don't want delocalization to affect our teachers in line with their delivery.